Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the bluegrass state, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hokies will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cardinals' offense takes the field. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Forced out of the pocket. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got his man. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Virginia Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. On the move. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Oh my, he just shanked that one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking for a gap. It's Luck. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Hokies! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
10, Louisville, 0.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a connection. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
The Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Hokies moving quickly to the line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Luck. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Bitonio. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Play number 9 on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Bitonio. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll knock him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's now a final in one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top 5 clash. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun on 3rd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Going to run it. It's Luck. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Lining up for the PAT.
First on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go around.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue